If you are a life insurance agent and sick of hearing, I already have life insurance, and you want to be able to counter this argument and close more business, then stick around. Because in this video, I will be sharing a method that helped me maintain an 80% closing rate and consistently grow my book of business. The best method that I have found to close more life insurance, as well as help your prospects and clients understand the value of a death benefit, is the DIME methodology. The DIME method can be used graphically to illustrate the four key components of a life insurance policy: debt, income replacement, mortgage protection, and educational expenses. This allows clients to see how their policy will help them in each area and provides both evidence-based facts and predictions of future needs. Let's break each of these buckets down to help you understand how to use this method for your success. Starting with the first bucket, D, is for debt. Simply asking your prospect, how much debt will you need to pay off if, God forbid, Mr. Smith passes away unexpectedly as the primary breadwinner? Now, don't say anything after that. Let them tell you how much debt they want to pay off. You simply write it down and circle that number. Next is income replacement. How much income replacement will they need year after year in case of death? Now, this is a little bit more of a technical concept to understand, but this will be the differentiator for you, as your prospect will understand why their $500,000 policy might be nowhere near enough what they actually need. Here is how it works. Let's assume that currently Mr. Smith is bringing in $100,000 a year. By simply asking Mrs. Smith, how much will you need annually once the debt is paid off, even if your mortgage is paid off? How much will you need to be able to maintain all the bills and feed your babies? Currently, with your $500,000 policy, if we were to put this entire amount in this bucket, and assuming that we find a conservative investment vehicle that yields a 5% return, we just created a $25,000 income replacement. Simply ask your prospect, is $25,000 a year, a little bit more than $2,000 a month, going to be enough for you to pay the monthly bills, feed your kids, and maintain your lifestyle? Let Mrs. Smith be the one to share with you that $25,000 is nowhere near enough, and she will need at least $50,000 to pay the bills and feed her children. So then if $50,000 is enough, you're going to write down $1 million and circle that number. Now you're ready to move on to mortgage protection. How much of the mortgage will they need to pay off in order to be able to stay in their home? If we use a conservative number like $250,000, then you're simply going to write $250,000 and circle that number. But please keep in mind that that's a very low number for a lot of parts of our country. Now, last but certainly not least is E, for educational expenses. Let's assume Mrs. Smith has 3 children, and all 3 she would like to pay for college, especially if something happens to Mr. Smith. Assuming that we're going to put $50,000 in each bucket, and let them tell you how much. But in this case, assuming it's $50,000, we know that $150,000 is going to need to go into this E bucket. And now you're ready to take all of those 4 numbers and add them together to show your prospect exactly how much they need. So in this case, if we add up all the numbers that we just worked out with the prospect, with them telling us how much they need, we have come to $1.5 million in death benefit. Now, Mr. Smith currently only has $500,000, and he thought that would be enough to provide for his family. So you were able to demonstrate a $1 million gap. By walking your client through the DIME graph, you can help them identify gaps in coverage and explain why they need coverage. You can also show them how their policy will protect their family, provide medical assistance, or secure their financial future. With this visual representation of what their life insurance policy can do for them, clients are much more likely to understand that they do not have anywhere near enough life insurance. You see, what I have found in my 15 years of selling life insurance and educating consumers is that most consumers simply do not have enough information, and they really believe that a 250,000 policy or a $500,000 policy will be enough to cover their needs. But when you're able to break it down for them and show them how affordable life insurance is, it will be that much easier to gain a new customer and close the business. By using the DIME method, you can provide your clients with a comprehensive understanding of their life insurance coverage and help them make an informed decision about how to protect their family's financial future. We have even included this DIME worksheet for you to download. So scroll down, click the link, and start using the DIME method today to close more business. That's all we have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never have to miss another tip on how to grow your agency in this new workplace.